Best-selling author here to talk about his latest book, Keep It Pithy, Useful Observations in a Tough World. Thanks for coming back. Bill, I was flipping through the book last night. This is a different kind of book for you. A lot of things that you've written before, but it's kind of like you went back and then annotated it.
Yeah, I mean, look, the world is changing in a very profound way, and I don't know if everybody understands how quickly it's changing. And some are good, but a lot of bad changes. So we decided to put a lot of things in there. It's not an advice book per se. There's some politics, but there's a lot of stuff that saying, listen, this is the problem you're going to face, and here's how you might want to handle it before it starts to harm you and your family.
And one of the surprising things you talk about there is, we're both fathers of young children. Yours a little bit older than mine, but you talk about how tough it is.
It's the toughest climate ever for kids because of the machines, because of these computers.
Can't get them off them, right?
Well, here's the crux of the matter with the machines and the children. It's immediate gratification without effort. It used to be that you want to win the game, you got to play the game. You got to play the game better than the other guy. You got to practice. Now the machines take all that away. Here's the game. You don't have to practice. You don't have to do anything but this. It's opium. They get addicted. They don't want to go outside. They don't want to do anything else. They don't want to make friends. They don't want to get dirty. And you got to control that, or it'll take over your whole family.
And that's coupled with something else you talk about in the book, this whole culture of every kid is a winner no matter what.
Sure, because now the pop psychologists say you can't make your kid feel bad even if he sets the house on fire. The kid sets the house on fire, I'm going to make him feel bad, George. So we got a lot of common sense in Keep It Pithy, but we don't lecture people. We're not saying you do this. We just say, here's the problem, here's what you might want to consider.
You also have a lot of observations from a lifetime in journalism. We had Barbara Walters here talking about her retirement just a little bit ago, talking about her proudest moments. When you look back at all of your interviews, all of your shows, what are the ones that you look back and say, boy, I'm really glad I did that?
Two things that stand out in my career. One, the Jessica's Law stuff that we got 45 states out of 50 to pass tough mandatory prison sentences for child molesters. We drove that. And something I'm doing right now, these track chairs for the 1,700 military amputees and paralyzed from Afghanistan and Iraq, they cost $15,000 each. I want to get a track chair for every single military amputee and paralyzed person, and we're well on our way to doing that. And those are the things. It's not so much what I do in my career, it's what I can do off that matters most to me.
And I guess one of the low points from reading the book, this car ride with Elton John.
Yeah, I got a little gossip in the book, because you got to do that. I was in a car with Elton John one time. It was the longest car ride of my life. I'm a pretty good conversationalist.
Just hit it off, right?
I mean, you and I, we could talk for like hours, right? I mean, every time I come on, it's easy to talk to Stephanopoulos. But I'm trying to talk to Elton John. I'm trying to say, hey, you're a Brit and you come to America. What do you like about this country? It's like, okay. It's a little bit funny. I started singing his songs. Yes, I did. Just to relax the guy, I tried to say, hey, how do I sound here? And he's a crocodile rock, But he's a kind of a guy who, I guess he was suspicious of me, as many people are. He didn't really want to engage in that conversation, so it's a funny story in the book.
Funny story in a fun book. Keep It Pithy. I guess it's out right now.
It is out right now, George.
Bill,
thanks for having me.
a lot.
Nice
Take
to
care.
see you again.